Hello and welcome. In this lecture we're going to be making it so that when you use up all of your projectiles, your game will automatically restart the current level after a pause of 5 seconds. Let's dive in and see how this is done. So one element of this game that's not particularly fun right now is that when you run out of ammo, it's a dead end. You can't try again, you can't do anything else, you can't move on to another level. Now, the way you can fix this is by allowing us to reload the current level. The way you can do that is using a special node in Blueprint. So if you right-click in the event graph, you open up your level blueprint and right-click in the event graph, we can search for open level. And there's two options here. There's an open level by name and an open level by object reference. We can use the open level by name. So here you got a node that obviously has side effects because it's going to reload the level, and it has an input which is the level name here. Now, how do we get hold of the current level name? We could just type it in, but what if we accidentally renamed this level at some point in the future? Well, what we can do is also right-click and do a get current level name, which gets us another node that returns the current level name. Interestingly enough, this one isn't a pure function. I have no idea why, because it looks like it should be. And what we can do is, even though these two types are different, one of them returns a string and the other one requires something of type name, it's actually possible to very easily convert between strings and names. So we can drag from the return value to the input value, and a conversion node will automatically be created for us. We also need to hook up the execution pins between these two. So we're going to get the current level name, convert, and then open the level. Now, when is it that we want to do this? Currently, everything is happening either on a key event or begin play, but there is another option. What we can do is we can have a special node in the root event graph. So not within functions, but within the root event graph, called a delay node. So what we're going to do is after the out of ammo is pressed, we're going to pull off of the execution pin here and search for delay. And then you can see it brings in a special kind of node with a clock on it. And this means that the output happens not instantly after the function has finished, but it happens after a certain amount of time. So you can see we can input the duration here, and that duration could be 5 seconds, for example. So in my print string, I'm going to update it to say out of ammo, restarting in 5 seconds, and then ... And then we can plug in the code that restarts the level into the output, the completed node of the delay node. So if we go ahead and play now, what we're going to see is that I can run out of ammo, finish all of my ammo. I run out and it says I'm restarting in 5 seconds, and after 5 seconds has elapsed, boom, the level has just restarted. So small challenge for this lecture is to extract a function from those nodes that we've just created, the get current level name and open level. And my challenge to you is to just think of a good name for this function. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, welcome back. Well, I'm going to call it restart level because that's what I think it's doing. So I'm going to right click, collapse the function and call it restart level. And it's fine with the current inputs. It doesn't need to be pure because it has the side effect of restarting the level, so we wouldn't want it to be pure anyway. So that's it. I'm just going to reorganize my nodes ever so slightly and delete my test node and delete my test function by right-clicking on it in my blueprints and hitting delete. And we've got ourselves a condensed little blueprint graph that actually describes exactly what our game can do, just at a very high level. So I'm pleased with the results of that. Feels like we've got a good game loop, and I'll see you in the next lecture.